storm is passing over.
Is it?
Yeah. A little good morning. Peps you up. Yay. Woo! Okay, when you have it out, eyes on me. Just make sure you guys are ready. Okay. We're gonna start at the beginning. And can I have you guys, would you guys like to do it on solfege or neutral syllable?
Neutral syllable.
Okay. Only half of you said something. So if you want to do solfege, if that makes you comfortable to do that, I just want to make sure we're secure on our pitches before we go on. Okay. Yes, so now we're in the new part. We're not gonna do the claps just yet. I want this on a, actually yeah, just keep doing what you guys are doing. We're gonna go a little bit slower. So yeah, measure 24, we don't need to repeat just yet. So let's just get through it, okay?
Okay, stop. Yeah. Let's try that again.
Okay. What I want you guys to focus on now is like the like staccato markings and tenuto markings, all that kind of stuff. You've been good at incorporating dynamics other than at measure 29. Make sure you guys are silent. I'll make sure to show that as well. I don't think I did that. So let's do that again from measure 24. And we're going to go, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, let's do it. Now repeat again. That's all.
The storm is passing
But notice at measure 29 we have the storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. Oh wait, yeah. Yeah, you guys know it. And then, hallelujah, hallelujah. So those little triangle marks, I want them a little more pressed, but still a little bit of space in between each note. All right. So let's do that one more time, and then we can. How are we doing on time?
You actually have quite a bit left, 3:53.
Cool. Okay, so then we can do the repeats. The repeats are a little special, so I'll tell you
Can
when.
you show instead of tell us everything?
Okay.
Go
Okay. Measure 24. Oh. Repeat, go to ooh.
Okay, so here. You're doing a nice job. I think you definitely seem more comfortable than last time you were up here. I want us to do this part again. Hand position is looking good for the most part, but you sometimes like it's on beats 3 and 4. It's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
I want you to just try to, for now, just try to keep that all the same. Sometimes it happens, and I don't think you need this.
Okay.
Yeah, you're using it to create a barrier between you and your choir.
Okay. Let's go. We just did the oohs. Wait, can I?
You can start wherever. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
If it's not exactly what's going, like if you do forte and it's supposed to be, it's
Okay.
right
Okay. Yeah, let's do the oohs again. It is forte. So let's try doing it with dynamic level. All right.
Freeze. It's always beat 3.
Yeah.
You do 1, 2, 3. It's just like 3 is what you call it like that, and I just want it just a little bit,
Okay.
just so that there's more sagittal plane movement and downward movement.
Okay.
Let's do it again. Do every, keep thinking about hand position and, the articulation things that you're wanting.
Okay.
I want you to try to stay grounded. I do like what you're doing as far as trying to show the dynamics through your posture. That's great. Keep going.
Okay. Let's do the first set of oohs again. Okay.
Yeah, you still want to move back and forth and sometimes give like a head nod. So just, I think next time I'm going to make sure that you have something fluid
Okay.
as opposed to
Ooh,
C. So,
Okay.
yeah. All right, thank you. This is when I am silent.
Sweaty.
Literally the opposite.
All right, full run through. Let's do it very beginning. So you got that Divisi there, top of page 6. Let's go ahead and take it from, let's do 29.
That's a mean picture.
Let's do it. I'll start at 27. 27. All right, some nice things going on for sure. There's some really expressive things going on. I like that there where you were showing your carry through and dynamic contrast. I want you to turn around and hum to yourself, and I'm going to tell the choir to do something and see if you catch on. Okay? So, I want, whenever he mirrors, I want you to sing just one dynamic level louder. Because he, like, it's always like on beats 3 and 4 that he mirrors, not all of it. Okay? Alright, thanks, Kyle. Okay, so let's go to right where you start singing, or wherever they start singing.
You sing my song, and I am silent.
One dynamic level.
You count the colors of the dawn. Who will follow the dark side? Who will hear his song when I am silent?
Okay, so what are you noticing? Are you catching on what's happening? Maybe not.
Well, they're certainly not following my dynamics. I mean, kind of. Kind of.
So the thing is you almost, watch the video on this, almost always you do this thing where beats 1 and 2 is just the right hand, and then the left hand comes in for 3 and 4.
Okay.
And so I want you to be really intentional when you're mirroring and when you're not, because you're giving some great left hand gestures. So we want it always to be intentional. So
Okay.
see what happens if you just
Use right hand.
use right hand and then use your left hand when you have something special.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good. 9. Right on it.
You sing my song when I am silent. Who will count the colors of the dawn? Who will follow the dark light? Who will
Okay, I want us to go back to the beginning, and now I want you to mirror everything except for when you
Do something
special.
Okay.
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 And we can see which one feels more natural.
Okay.
Okay.
Right on.
Who will sing my song when I am silent? Who will count the colors of the dawn?
Okay, I think you didn't understand what I was asking. I was saying you can go ahead and use this all the time,
Oh, okay.
but just always be mirroring unless this is doing something. And that's the thing that you need to practice.
I see.
Because right now it's kind of like 1, 2, 3,
Drawing.
4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I mean, I think that's just kind of like your MO right now. That's fine. Okay, so this gesture going right to left, it's right to left to them, it's left to right to you. Let's see what happens if you move forward with it. Just see how it feels for you and how it looks to them. Okay, start at the same place.
Sure.
Who will sing my song when I am silent?
Okay, how did it feel? Is
Um,
it weird just because you haven't practiced it? Or?
Well, I think that my assumption is that for them it doesn't work as well because since I'm moving forward, it's harder to identify.
What's your reaction to it? I mean, versus the gesture he was doing before.
It's easier to comprehend one, like,
Yeah.
emphasize it.
So now I want you, instead of doing this gesture, I want you to do this gesture. Go, because that's left to right to them.
Cool.
We read left to right, and
Mhm.
so I think when we do right to left, that has it should make sense to
Yeah.
carry over. They're getting that. But this, I think, has a more natural So see if right to left, which is left to right to them, works for you.
Let's do it.
I also think it helps if it's higher.
Okay.
I think it's the higher plane.
Oh, let's do it again.
Sing my song when I am silent. Who will count the colors of the dawn?
Okay, it looks good. It's now I think it's too high. This is totally it's connecting to a lot of three bears kind of thing. We do too much one way, then too much another, and we have to be in the middle. I think kind of like right at your eyebrow level.
Okay.
That's higher than eyebrow level. Let's do it. Let's start again and keep going.
Okay. Keep going. You guys, sorry.
Who's keeping time?
It's probably been my time, so I should
Oh,
probably
okay,
stop here.
yeah. Okay, thank you, Kyle.
Someone's got to who's the other time?
Well, I should have told you guys.
Why don't you just advocate for yourself?
Well, as long as I was recording myself.
Red River Valley. Yeah. Okay. Very beginning. I'm sorry. From this valley they say you are going. We will miss your bright eyes and sweet smile. For they say you are taking the sunshine that has brightened our pathway along. So remember the valley you're leaving, and how lonely and dreary to be. And remember the heart that I'm breaking, and be true to your promise to me. Okay, good job, guys. Let's do that one more time. That far. Okay. Very beginning is fine again. See if you can. Some of you guys were looking up and following what I was trying to do. But yeah, let's see if we can.
Specifically at cadence points, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
So get an eye up at the cadence points.
Alright. I'll try to impose my will upon you. Alright. So very beginning. From this valley they say you are going. We will miss your bright eyes and sweet smile. For they say you are taking the sunshine that has brightened our pathway along. So remember the valley you're leaving, and how lonely and dreary to be. And remember the heart you are breaking, and be true to your promise to me. Good. Okay.
Okay, I want you to do that again,
Yeah.
and I want you to turn around and hum to the group.
Wow.
this. Yeah.
The valley.
Okay. Jesus.
Jesus.
So yeah, it's really expressive. I think this gesture is really clear what you want. That's
Okay.
good. Here, I think here, you need to breathe with them. More like just
Like
a
with
bigger
the face?
breath. Yeah. Like I think you're kind of doing it. Yeah. Just take it again.
Okay. Oh. Kind of much, but I'll figure it out. Can we do the bar where you guys come in? So. Yeah, sorry. The bar where they come in, measure 4, please. Okay, cool.
From this valley they say you are going. We will miss your bright eyes and sweet smile.
Sorry. On measure 6, I'm trying to do this. Maybe it's not clear enough, but I want you guys to tie onto the next note and also to crescendo a little bit through it. Okay?
Okay. So ignore what I like whispered you guys to. We'll deal with that later. Go for. Do that. I want you to, instead of, well, you just try it again, and then I think I have a suggestion for you.
Okay.
Okay? All right.
One more time.
From this valley they say you are going. We will miss your bright eyes and sweet smile.
So you want them to carry through, but you also want them to grow, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I want you just to do right hand,
Okay.
and when you get to that, I want you to grow the pattern. Let the pattern grow, okay, in size. Size and speed.
One more time.
From this valley they say you are going. We will miss your bright eyes.
You did exactly what I said, so that's right. I want you to start a little smaller, and then when you get to that point where you want them to grow, I want you to make eye contact with them. You're having a tendency to like look at the floor or look at your music at the important part. So keep the eye contact with them, all right? Same thing.
Left hand or just right hand?
Right now, just right hand.
Right.
We're gonna do something different this second.
From this valley they say you are going. We will miss
Okay,
your
great. Now, I want you to do that, everything you just did, but when you get to that measure where you want them to carry over and grow, I want you to either do your 4th thing, or you might even turn it over, and that kind of has more of a loud, like, dynamic value to it too. So,
While doing all the things?
yeah.
Alright.
From this valley they say you are going. We will
It's gonna take some practice
I was already
to
there.
do, like,
Yeah.
so this time I want you to do it, just let this hand go, and just do this, okay?
Beginning. I mean, measure.
Same place.
From this valley they say you are going. We will miss.
Okay, that's my fault. I wanted you to do, use this hand, and then when this, yeah, so I want to be like, da 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 da.
Okay.
Okay?
My bad.
From this valley they say you are going. We will miss your bright eyes and sweet smile. For they say you are showing the sunshine that has brightened our path.
of time. We have 1 minute. Okay.
Okay, yeah, pick up to that phrase. Oh, I meant pick up to measure one measure. And be true to your promise to me. So pick up to that.
Yeah, those
Okay.
numbers are under.
Sorry, I don't have
States.
my measures numbers. Okay. So pick up to that.
Be true to your promise to me.
So what will help with that is have more rebound to show, because you're changing tempo. So it's showing that you're slowing down.
Okay.
Okay? So as you're working on dexterity in both in your hands at the same time, so you have to do that practice one hand and then the other hand, and then bring them together. And it takes more than just one time of doing it, right?
Yeah, sorry.
Be careful, like it's very lovely, kind of this fluidity, but I want you to really kind of, as you practice, do mirror practice, that you can see where that ictus is, because sometimes it's still a little unclear.
Okay.
All right. Thank you,
you.
Jesus community. All right, which piece?
Sally Garden.
Sally Garden. Yes.
Yeah? You excited? I'm excited. But we need to like get not as excited. This piece is kind of sad.
So we're supposed to see a green light and a red blinking.
Yes.
What?
Okay, can we hurry?
Chip, top, chip. Let's go.
Thanks. That's what we got. Okay.
Okay. Let's go back to the beginning.
Okay.
I want you to be really clear about where you want final consonants of the
Oh yeah.
phrases. That's okay.
Okay,
That's why we're in here to learn. So, so right when they start singing.
It's measure 4. I'm gonna start on. No, just kidding.
That's right, you're right.
Yeah, okay.
So, overall, your pattern is looking better than it was. You still have that tendency when you want growth, you do this forward motion, and it's coming across, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, it's coming across more as an accent than necessarily a growth in dynamics.
Sure.
Okay, do you want an accent or do you want growth in dynamics?
First and
Okay, so how I think we can get that instead. So like, I think it happens here, or it's up here.
God.
Yeah, that's it. So you're doing like 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
like you're pushing forward. I just want you to think about, it needs to be higher and further out. Like,
Okay, because last time you said to do that.
Oh,
You
did
said
I?
do it sparingly, and I was like, okay, but, yeah.
okay.
So I was confused.
Yeah, I'll sometimes tell you one thing and then tell you another thing.
Okay,
So-
cool, fine,
So,
so bigger,
yeah.
bigger. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But because that's the thing is we want to not make it like, because it really is kind of coming in like an accent, like it's almost like a jab kind of thing. So start here. I don't think you need this, right? Yeah. Okay. I don't think so. Right where they start singing, where you start singing, pick up to measure 5. Try it again. We're just all getting on the same page.
Okay, how do you want it?
So, here we go. Start singing. Well, no, when we can do it, I'll still start singing whenever. Okay. I think part of it is you need to telegraph what you want them to do. Like you need to be growing it a beat or two even before we get there. Okay? I think overall your pattern can just be like 50% bigger.
Okay.
So just right now I think everything is bigger, and then like crescendos are really big.
It seems like there's more of a rebound. Is that maybe something I should
Yeah.
help me make?
Yeah, I think so for now. And if there's too much rebound, we'll lose that. All right? So, but for now, think of the pattern as just bigger all around. Okay? On your own.
Same.
And Marisa, let's try, like right now, your elbows are almost always kind of like this, and just
Wait.
bring,
Oh, like too closer.
just too bent.
Okay.
I want you to think about, and this is for now, it may change later. I want you just to think about bringing your hands just a little further, not completely out here, but just a little further out.
Okay.
Okay? that, and I think you want it to look really close to your body and be really small.
Yeah.
But I think for now, as you're starting to own your space at the podium, just think a little bit bigger. Was that time?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So just own, yeah. So for now, I think elbow is more extended as opposed to depth. Okay?
Thank you.
Yeah.
The song? Yes. Oh, I thought you were just I'm being weird.
What piece again?
That's something.
¿Cuál piece?
The store.
Huh? It's in English. Yeah, the storm is passing over. Sorry, I added a whole other variable I didn't mean to.
You're too spicy for me.
So just like with Sahara's lovely session, let's start at 24. I actually want to check a couple spots. Can you have that picture version real quick? There's running pictures on page 24. Yeah, just so, can we just have their starting pitches, the 8 flat. Do you guys know, can you guys find me pitches for that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Cool. There's your 24. Who's on part 2? Okay. Need to work on your part a little bit. Who's on part 3? Okay, can we just go measure 31, just on the stick, chord by chord real quick? Starting with that B flat minor real quick. Measure 31, can we get those pitches at measure 31? Okay, if you could just hold that and go forward in each chord when I get the stick. Next chord is. Still on that one. Now to pass. Okay, where's that A natural? We're missing that part because it's going from B flat. Yeah. Which for part 2?
Yeah.
The storm is passing over. Yeah, because it's going from B flat minor, A diminished to B flat minor. Yeah. You're the only ones that have that weird note.
Theory.
Nice. The others have that, but you're the only leading tone that goes into that. So let's go into that going from let's go to the pick up to measure 29. Going first storm is passing over, so we can get into that.
The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. Hallelujah.
Lovely. All right. So now that we've got that, let's take a look at the just these couple bits of repeats. You can see everything's a little bit awkward, but we have basically two sets, a set of text where we have double forte piano. Sorry if you can't really see that. We have a set of oohs on forte piano, and then we have back on forte, double forte on text. There at the end. Yeah, so they're weird looking at that, but they set it so you can see it on the right text line. So it's just two, each one, forte and then a piano of each set. And we're gonna do that and try to get into those oohs. Let's try to see if we can make those oohs large enough on that first one so that when we come back down to the piano while the storm is passing over, it has a difference. So we have somewhere to grow as we move into the next section. So let's just start right from those with that double forte on text. Are you guys good for that? Okay, cool. And let's see if my direction has enough expression to actually tell you what I want you to do. We'll see. Just going measure 24.
Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. The storm is passing over. Hallelujah.
Let's keep them up.
The storm is passing over. 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 The storm is passing over.
More.
The storm is passing over. Hallelujah.
Okay, cool.
Nice foot stomp. First foot stomp of the semester. Let's see how many we have. Okay.
I kept missing that uneven 3. I was like, ah!
Okay. So I think you guys can probably watch more,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Okay. So I would like for you guys to try to watch what you're doing. I think a lot of things you're doing are really good. I want you to be just a little more grounded for now.
Yeah.
And this time I don't want you to try to give them any verbal cues.
Okay.
Okay, just all in your hands.
Okay.
Okay?
Is the stuff okay though? If it's not, that's fine. I'll try to do it without.
Here's the thing, is the stomp, like I think in a rehearsal it's fine.
Yeah.
I think in a rehearsal it's fine. In a performance situation it's kind of questionable.
Yes. I try to get Marcato.
Yeah, okay. So think about putting more of that in your hands.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
Right at the first, hallelujah. Hallelujah. How do you want it? Hallelujah? Ha or
It's too high. Because we're not doing German or typical American. It's American. Is that 24?
Hallelujah. 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 The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. Hallelujah. 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 The storm is passing over. 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 Hallelujah.
Okay, good. Like you're definitely more grounded. That's great. Your face is definitely the most expressive it's been since you've been conducting here. I know you've only had a couple of times.
Yeah.
But it's very expressive. Can we experiment if you just bring your pattern down
Yeah.
just 2 inches?
I want to be
Just-
all up here. Yeah.
I mean, part of it is you're tall, and so the pattern just looks high. But I mean, it doesn't even have to be that low. That's considerably lower than where you were.
Okay.
Just a little bit lower.
Okay.
Let's talk about this, because some of you have asked to do this, but now I think you're doing it too much, and I don't want to become a habit.
Okay, cool.
What is your as a class? What do you guys feel about breathing for the choir?
Important.
Taylor had an immediate shake of her head.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard.
I love breathing.
So I think it's helpful for the choir when you breathe with them, for sure. But as an audience member, you also don't want to hear that over the choir,
Yeah.
right? So yes.
On the same, sorry, we can finish this conversation, but in the same topic, how do you feel about conductors mirroring lyrics while they're conducting?
So thing about the breathing thing, there are different philosophies and there are different people that they just do, and there's no right or wrong way. So, the thing is you're already breathing quite loudly with
Yeah.
the choir.
Yeah.
So,
It's when I feel like I'm not getting eye contact to communicate. Oh wait, no, this is more.
absolutely, and as you trying to control, and this is the thing, is like as a conductor, you want to be in control all the time. And some of it is you have to invite the choir to do things, and then there's some times where you have to make the choir do things. And you have to figure out how you're going to navigate that, right? Like, it's the servant leader thing, right? You can't be, I mean, some people can be a maestro all the time, but I feel like there's only so much currency you can do that. Meredith, you have a...
Also, I feel like the type of like quick, sharp inhale is modeling for us to do like a, instead of like a
Sure.
deep,
You're right.
deep.
And being on the breath, for sure.
Yeah.
Going to the word thing, I think, who asked that question? Oh, Alex. It really depends on the situation. I think sometimes it can be the simpatico, like you're with the choir, you know, like creating this aesthetic moment together, so I can see it being very valuable. I would say the most times that I fed words to the choir when we were memorizing stuff. And the thing that's hard about that is you have to feed the words before you get there. Because if you are mouthing the words at the same time, it doesn't do any good, right? It's kind of like all of a sudden you do a crescendo, like when they're already supposed to be getting loud, it doesn't do any good. You have to telegraph it. It's kind of what the point is. Like we might have mentioned, this information tends to supersede this information. So like if you say the wrong words or whatever, like they're gonna take them out of the moment. But every director is different. You can use it different ways. Okay, sorry, I used a lot of your time.
You're good.
Try it again.
Oh, that's actually time.
Oh, okay, sorry.
It was.
All right. Hear my words.
Hear my words.
Mine is votes.
Okay, so I want to take the repeat and then try and get through it. Let's see what happens.
Hear my words, O gracious Lord, to my thoughts attentive be.
like you have the facility, like the change the meter, no problem, that's great. Let's go to this very end part where, and I want you only to conduct part 1.
Okay,
No one cares about part 2.
okay.
Okay? So I just
Okay.
want you to conduct the musical line of part 1.
Sure.
So why don't you start the measure before all that happens? Start
Sure.
right at 29.
Okay.
Mhm. Okay, good. I want you to breathe with them.
Okay.
And I know I was just telling Alex like not to breathe with them,
Right, but,
but I want you
yeah.
to breathe.
okay, okay. Okay.
So for that last the penultimate measure,
Mhm.
1 and 2 and 3 and you can do a 3 and just kind of 3 and then hold it that whole
Okay.
time.
Okay,
That's all you
okay.
need to do.
Okay.
Okay, so I want us to do that exact same thing again. I want you to be clear about where you want the ends of words.
Okay.
Especially when they hold out, actually I lied. Let's go to Thou Art Holy,
Okay.
measure 17. You're doing a good job of bringing the left hand out sometimes.
I know, yeah, but not a lot.
But yeah, just consistently, and then, so like when, is it when? Is that the word? When,
Mhm.
and then just when you cut it off,
Cut it off.
just a little tap, that's all you
Okay.
need. Alright?
Mhm.
17.
Sure.
Okay, let's start right on the word when, and I want you to bring the left hand out and hold it.
Hold it, okay.
And then if you're gonna hold all the way to the downbeat of the third measure, then just bring them both over.
Sure.
Okay? Right on when.
Okay. Sorry.
You're right, you're right.
Okay.
It's better.
Yeah.
There you go. Yes, that's it.
Okay.
Keep going. One and 2 and 3. Yeah, but you'll hold that like
Yeah,
5
okay,
minutes
okay,
longer.
yeah,
Right,
yeah.
okay. As you're up here, your
Yeah.
hand position is getting more comfortable.
Okay.
When you first came up here, your hand was really tense.
Okay.
And
So I'm
if,
trying to keep it, when I watch
yeah,
the
sure.
video, it's really like.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So you're doing much better with not showing us your palm.
Yeah.
That's absolutely true.
Yeah.
I think
Okay,
just try to shake it out
Okay.
just a little bit.
Okay, yeah, because I think that I'm
Yeah.
a little too tense trying to.
But overall, I like where it is.
Where it is? Okay.
Yeah, how are we doing on time? We have 1 minute 47. Great. So we're gonna go back to the beginning. I want you to be have a real intentional breath
Okay.
here for this.
Yeah. A more audible breath.
It does, the thing is like sometimes I watch you and I can't tell if
Tell
you're
if I'm breathing?
or not.
Okay,
It's
okay.
subtle.
Okay.
So make it just more
A little,
obvious.
okay.
Here, I want you to think about growing the pattern.
Okay.
Or to make that happen.
Yeah.
And same thing, I think you want a full beat, like you were doing for,
Okay.
but it was unclear if you wanted the cutoff on before or the end.
Okay. Okay. That's just a.
Yeah, so just be clear about that.
Yeah.
Left hand for these things. Okay,
Yeah.
right at measure 5, first verse. Oh, I was gonna say, the last time you did that, you gave great eye contact for part 1.
Okay.
That was nice.
Okay.
just in here today.
It's okay. It's okay. Okay.
Yeah, so do you want before or do you want and before?
I'm not sure.
If it's and of 4, I would say bring the left hand in and just do a little tap.
Tap.
It's tricky. You may not be able to get it on this
Yeah.
without some practice, but try it.
Okay. Okay.
This is beautiful. Start right to my thoughts. Here we go.
Okay. Yeah. It's just.
It's,
Yeah.
it's tricky. You
Yeah.
have to practice it some.
Yeah. Yeah.
Try it.
Okay. From 7. Okay.
Let's repeat. Let's go back to measure 19, thou delightest.
Yeah.
And when we get to, I want you to give 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
That's all I want you to do.
Okay.
We're gonna scaffold.
Okay. Sorry. Thou delightest.
19. Yeah. Thou delightest, here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it'll just take a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you get the idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, how are we doing on time?
We have, sorry, 3 seconds.
Okay, thank you. Yes.
So, as someone conducting the same piece, as to what you said about the 2 parts, how
Mhm.
the first part is more important, would you, is it okay to mouth these words? Because everyone already knows this one. Is it okay to mouth these along? I feel like that'd be more.
We're doing Red River Valley.
I mean, you can. I'm not saying you can't.
Okay.
Red River Valley.
As a singer, how do you feel when they come back from the
Well,
From the beginning.
well, I feel like that would like bring us a little more focus to it.
I think just making eye contact and like consulting that phrase would do the
Okay.
same thing. But do what you want to do, and if it was weird, I'll let you know.
Okay.
All right, Red River Valley at the beginning. Good?
From this valley they say you are going. We will miss your bright eyes and sweet smile. For they say you are taking the sunshine that has brightened our pathway of one. So remember the valley you're leaving, and how lonely and dreary 'twill be. And remember the ones who are waiting, and be true to your promise to me. Come and sit by my side if you love me. Do not hasten to bid me adieu. Just remember the Red River Valley and the one who has loved you so true. And the one who has loved you so true.
Nice. There's some lovely things going on there. You have the control at the fermata was really great. Yeah, that was very good. Sorry, I'm just stealing your music. Can we go? Let's go back to where the choir first comes in. I have a feeling that you know what you want, but they are sometimes not doing what you want. It's more like there was a place where I thought you wanted them to breathe and they carried it.
Okay.
And so let's just start where they start singing. And if choir, can you get your eyes up just a little bit? I know this one is maybe not quite as familiar as other.
This valley they say you are going. We will miss
Yeah.
your bright
So that was absolutely right. I think if you just telegraph that, like if you start growing it a beat earlier, it will just feel more natural.
Cool.
Okay?
From this valley they say you are
Grow. Yeah, there you go.
miss your bright eyes and sweet smile.
Watch.
For they say you are taking the sunshine
I missed it, sorry.
that has brightened our pathway of one. So remember the valley you're living, and how lonely and dreary 'twill be. And be true to your promise to me.
Okay, so the issue is, everyone look at measure 16. What is hard about the breath for the sopranos and altos there?
Syncopated. It's off the beat.
What were you saying, Laurel?
It's on eight, or I'm doing an eighth breath.
And why are you choosing to do an 8th breath?
Uh,
Your thinking is right. So why are you doing an 8? No. Yes, Sahara, that's right.
But I don't know why. What did you say?
So why an 8th rest instead of a quarter rest?
Because
Jacob?
Because the base has a note.
Because of the other part, right?
Right, okay.
Yeah, and that's why you're doing that. Like,
My intuition.
here you go. This is a bad pedagogical technique to have students like guess the thing in your brain. Like, I shouldn't be doing that, but that's what I chose to do at the moment. Okay, so let's start. And how lonely. So this is pick up to measure 15.
Okay. Alright.
And I think you're doing it. I think we're all on the same page. We aren't quite sure what's going on.
Okay. Okay, pick up to 15.
And how lonely and dreary to me. And remember
That was good.
what you are making. And be true to your promise to me.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, let's go to this. Let's go to the this fermata.
Okay.
And after the fermata, at measure 32, where should your eyes be?
With them. Right?
Specifically who? Yes. You were looking away from them before.
Okay.
And then when we get to, yeah, just do that. Okay, start at, just remember, so pick up to 29.
You ready? Okay.
Just remember the red river run.
That's not right.
Yeah.
Pick up to 29, top of 6, top of 6.
Yeah, that's right.
So common.
Alright. Alright, we're good?
Alright, let's focus, let's
Here
focus.
we go.
Just remember.
Hold on.
Page 6, pick up to 29, second measure, top system. Yeah. Cool. We're gonna get there. Alright.
Just remember the red river valley. And the one who has loved you so true.
Okay, good. I want you to do that again, and all I want you to do is look at the people that you should be looking at.
Just look at it.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Same place.
Alright.
Just remember the red river valley. And the one who has loved you so true.
Oh wait, just looking.
Yeah,
Got
just
it.
looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
But you can see how you have to be cueing these. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So try that again.
Okay.
Same place.
Just remember the red river valley. And the one
Good.
who has loved you so true. And the one who has loved you so true.
That was so much clearer. Like that was really lovely. I mean, I realize that it's a lot of thinking to make that all happen, but that's what conducting is. It's just like
Absolutely.
thinking all the time. Okay. How are we doing on time?
We have 1 minute.
Okay. I think overall your pattern can just be a little bigger,
Okay.
but let's just go from the beginning. I want you to be as expressive as possible.
Okay.
Okay.
From the beginning.
Try that again. Yeah.
Yeah.
good. Like that growth of crescendo is so much clearer.
Okay.
And it doesn't look awkward. It looks great. Your eyes sometimes dart down a lot.
Yeah.
And beat 4, we still have this thing.
Okay.
Just iron it out a little bit. I don't necessarily think it needs to completely go away,
Okay.
but just not
As petty.
as petty. Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Ashley.
Here are my words. I'm really getting.
Hold on one second.
Hear my words, O gracious Lord, to my thoughts attentive be. Hear my cry, my King, my God, I will make my prayer to thee. With the morning light, O Lord, thou shalt hear my voice arise, and expectant I will bring prayer as morning sacrifice. Thou art holy, O my God, thou delightest not in sin. He who shall not dwell with thee, nor the blood thy favour
All right. Seems like there's a lot of growth since last week. Like you just seem like you're just kind of coming into your own as a conductor. It was really lovely. Let's do this where the descant starts. Maybe start to measure 28.
Okay. 28.
Hear my words, O gracious Lord, to my thoughts attentive be. Hear my cry, my King, my God, I will make my
Good. Let's do that again, and I want you just all your attention is on part 1 for now,
Okay.
and just act like that's the most beautiful thing you're ever hearing. Okay? Because it is, right? It's so lovely. Same place, 28.
Okay.
time, all I want you to do is before each of the phrases that they have, you look at part one.
Okay.
Just look at them so that you're like, hey, come in, and then you turn your attention over there. Okay? 28. You're doing it, it just, I can tell it doesn't feel super comfortable.
Yeah.
Do it one more time.
Okay.
But you just act like you're breathing, or you breathe for 2 full counts.
Okay.
So that, like, when you look at them, you either look like you're breathing, or you're breathing, and then you breathe with them too.
Okay.
Okay? All right. Same thing. 28. Hang in there. To feel good about it, but excuse me, my voice cracks. A couple of things I think we've mentioned before, like a thumb, still, like I just want it to relax a little bit. Sometimes before something happens, I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. Look at your before, I don't remember what it was.
Okay.
But, and keep thinking about what this is going to be doing. Most of the time it's a pretty pleasant face, but like it's kind of just like static.
Yeah.
And I want it to be dynamic.
Okay.
Okay? All right, thanks everyone for a nice day. You see that the list is on there for Wednesday. Today I'll be sending you what your next repertoire will be for the next rotation. Send me any questions you have.
Oh, I'm going to be posting the links to the videos.